think in a long time Chelsea have won a game. And Mudryk scored. You know,
God gave Chelsea 2 goals for October, and they spent them on Fulham.
I heard that the Lion retired to the Masai Mara. Hawana Simba anymore. But anyway, shout out to them.
And Mudryk scored his first ever Premier League goal.
After how many months?
Many months.
9 months. Amezaliwa finally.
9 months ametaka kudeliver.
The funniest thing, imagine from the time Chelsea signed Mudryk, somebody got pregnant, and the time Mudryk atafunga bao ndio dem anazaa.
Shout out to Mudryk.
I saw people celebrated in the streets wakipeana makeki za Chelsea. It's like, so there was this guy at Chelsea complaining, by the way, in the UK, that since the last time Chelsea won a game, he's been fired from 4 jobs. He's lost 4 jobs since Chelsea
last won a game of football.
But anyway,
Chelsea, we'll talk about Chelsea, because I think Chelsea are cooking.
They are cooking, especially with Broha back.
If you've been watching their games, the Carabao Cup game against Brighton, they were superb. And the problem with Chelsea has never been
style.
Yeah, Chelsea doesn't style. And Chelsea doesn't concede.
Okay.
It's very hard you'll never hear Chelsea beaten 6-5.
Okay.
Nah.
As in Chelsea does not Manchester United.
Yeah, Chelsea does not unite Manchester. So Chelsea doesn't concede a lot of goals. It has a very good defense with man like Thiago Silva there.
The old man there.
Reece James,
the old guard.
Reece James, when he's not in hospital, he's a good player.
When he's rarely not in hospital. Kuna mtu alisema nowadays ukiitwa Anthony Martial by then matusi. Namaanisha wewe ni weekly.
So Chelsea imeshikwa scoring.
Okay.
And that's why they went for quite a number of attacking players. Noni Madueke, they went for Broha, they went for Nicholas Jackson, they went for Nkunku, they went for
who?
Nkunku.
No. Nkunku at Nkunku.
Christopher Nkunku.
You just call this man chicken. Oh, man.
Nkunku with an N, Nkunku. I'm not saying the second N. It's above my job description.
Hey, so if you're watching this Nkunku, this man called you a chicken, by the way. So you mean he can be served up at KFC? But anyway. Yeah.
Chelsea are a good side, decent side, and they'll get better. They always play well. They only struggle to score. Unlike United scores, but it leaks
goals.
Yeah.
By the dozen. How many goals have Manchester United conceded so far? I bet it's almost 20 now.
Close to.
I mean, how are you conceding that many goals? But anyway.
And conceding is not even the problem, because if you watch Liverpool games, they always concede in the first 10 minutes.
Okay.
But they always come back to 3-1.
Okay.
So conceding is not the problem.
Okay, let's talk about Liverpool for a second. They say they're going to sue the referee, that Pigmol thing, PGMol. Yeah, they say they're going to take legal action, and they've requested.
They should do that.
Yeah, they've requested for the official that actually oversaw that has been suspended. I think for the rest of the season. I think.
Because I was talking about this yesterday for a minute, and the linesman who called it as an offside, whose goal was it? Luis Diaz.
Yeah, the Portuguese guy.
Yeah, so
the Korean guy.
The Colombian.
He's Colombian.
Yeah,
okay.
Luis Diaz is Colombian, I guess. So the linesman, the margin of error was minute, like a very small one, like a naked eye. For the linesman, it was a genuine mistake.
But for the VAR,
not to intervene and point out that it was a goal, that was the problem. Because even if you looked with your own naked eyes, you would have seen. It's hard to see. It's hard to see the offside. That's why we brought automation in sports. And so when the automation that we brought to our leagues do not intervene and try to at least make it work for us, then I don't really know what. And apologizing only makes matters worse, because okay, you've apologized. Are we getting a point or anything? Yeah.
So
that was disgraceful, even as a United fan.
So just to give people context, yeah, we are talking about technology in sport, and Ange Postecoglou, Big Ange, came out and said that one thing we have to be sure of is that there will never be sport without, there is no form of technology that will ever be brought onto the scene that will be flawless without mistakes. None. So we have always understood, and this is his rhetoric, we have always understood that there comes a margin of error with the sporting industry. The ref might make some error. There might be a goal that is offside given. There is always a margin of error in sport, and no form of technology will eradicate that. Do you think that is true?
Yeah, but the problem is we are dragging the margin of error too much. Even obvious errors, like that one only required lines being drawn, and you have people who are hired to do that, draw those lines, and that was the reason Liverpool requested for the audio that was sent by the VAR room audio, and they have been sent. It has been sent to them.
Has it been released to the public?
No, to Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah, and I actually think one of the most accountable things, we need the conversations, so that after every game, we want to know the thought process.
This decision.
How did you decide that this was not a goal?
But
like, what did you say? How did you even convince yourself? We need to hear that, and that will stop a lot of match fixing and a lot of dramas surrounding VAR, because we'll get the thought process.
That's a good, but don't you feel like the refs have the right to make the decisions as they see fit on the football pitch?
But we have rules, stipulated rules, so he can't just make his own rules. If it's a handball, we refer to the rules on handball.
Yeah.
For example, the handball Romeo, was it when we were playing Tottenham?
Yeah, Robert. The Argentinian.
Yeah, our handball.
Yeah.
For example, for
that is a clear penalty,
so
right
we
there.
need to know what they said, what convinced them that was not a penalty. And the other thing that we should be having I feel like referees are overprotected,
True.
We then had
you can't even
was fined because I don't remember who it was yesterday.
Who?
On this game week, he was fined for talking back to the referee.
Who was fined? To some extent, can't talk negative.
It was
McAllister from Liverpool.
Yeah, so I don't remember who from Tottenham posted and said something like, easy to win when you're playing a small team. That was a Tottenham player who commented that.
Banter.
Then McAllister replied, easy to win when you have 12 men. So for that statement, that easy to win when you have 12 men.
They were implicating the referee.
Yeah, and he's getting fined for that, a lot of money. I just can't remember the amount.
Yeah.
So I feel like referees are overprotected. And one of the things that we should do is have them do a press conference after the match. Let them explain to us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the way journalists grill
managers.
Yeah,
grill the ref too.
Yeah, we need to know why was that given and these were not given.
But
let him explain to us.
Won't that open the referees to too much criticism from the fans, from the media?
That it will work the opposite way.
Okay.
Because he's going to explain to us, we will not be making conclusions and deductions. For example, people say
Sherlock Holmesing.
Yeah. For example, people say certain referees
favor certain
teams.
Yes.
So when
shout out to Liverpool, shout out to Man City
and Anthony Taylor.
Man, when we play Liverpool and I see Anthony Taylor,
that's 7.
That we are about to get
switch off the TV, get something to do with your life. It's about to get messy. So when he comes out and explains why he made a certain decision a certain way. For example, we had one come out and say you know, there was a foul at the beginning of last season where Kukureya's hair was pulled.
Yeah.
And the VAR official who was in charge retired, so he spoke and he said he didn't ask the referee, the on-field ref, to intervene because he was his friend, so he didn't want to make him look
bad.
What? Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I think it was Taylor, if I'm not wrong. It must be Taylor. Has to be Anthony Taylor. So he actually said he didn't ask Taylor to intervene because Taylor is his friend, and it was at the dying moments of the match. So if that penalty was given, Tuchel would have never been fired.
It's a dominoes effect. You get what I mean? Because so many times, especially with okay, I'm a Manchester United fan, clearly, and even when Mourinho was under siege, there were so many refereeing decisions that were going against him. You get what I mean? And as a fan, I have noticed, and as a media practitioner, I have noticed something, that there is an anti-Manchester United agenda in the media. You see what is his name? Agabonho, that guy. Yeah, he. You remember the red card, the red card for Casemiro? What did he say? He should have even been penalized by the club, right?
What does he think this is? A WWE match?
Man, that man was.
Casemiro thought he was blocked.
He was still at Real. He talked a whole lot of smack. But when Rodri did it, same thing. He was like, that was too harsh.
That was act. He actually said, who was the player who was...
Yeah.